My name is Christian Leuprecht, and I'm a Munk Senior Fellow in Security and Defense for the Macdonald-Laurier Institute. Look, this is ultimately a question about sovereignty. The challenge of having these vulnerabilities in our critical communications infrastructure is that if your adversary can divert traffic, slow down traffic, exploit traffic, possibly even encrypt some of your traffic, it means that you now become subject to extortion, essentially, by an adversarial regime that can threaten all sorts of things in terms of taking down your infrastructure or slowing it down, causing other types of harm that you would not necessarily open yourself up to if you try to make sure these vulnerabilities are not systematically embedded in that infrastructure from the outset. And ultimately, Canadian democratic governments should have purview over sovereign Canadian decision-making. We have seen on other files that China can be extremely aggressive when Canada makes decisions that are not aligned with Chinese interests. And so, given the way China has already been acting in other policy fora when it is displeased with Canadian sovereign decision-making, why would we want to open ourselves up to further vulnerabilities, further extortion, and thus abrogate the ability to make sovereign policy decision when it comes to Canadian affairs? And so this is ultimately about the argument that Canadian sovereignty is not discretionary, and so as a result we can't afford to have these vulnerabilities.